Cousin Buddy, and please give my best regards to all of my cousins in the Middle Country. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition, this being the 6th edition of Meet My Cousin. Today's guest on Meet My Cousin is my first cousin, Donald N.Kearns, formerly of Baton Rouge, and for the past 40 years or so, a resident of Covington. Donald is joined by his wife, Sandy, and his son, Andrew. Our guest speaker graduated from Lee High School in Baton Rouge with high honors. He was a champion swimmer there with a national reputation. Donald was highly recruited as a swimmer by many top colleges in the country, and in 1964 signed with Tulane. In college, he swam freestyle sprints, middle distance, and the last leg of the freestyle relay and medley relay. In 1965, the last year Tulane competed in the Southeastern Conference, he shattered several SEC records. On one occasion, at a meet at the University of Florida, he defeated Thibodaux in the 50-meter freestyle. Thibodaux of the University of Miami was the world record holder at the time. Our guest speaker qualified for time trials in Long Beach, California for the 1968 Olympic Games in Mexico City and was heavily courted for the team. Because of school commitments and financial reasons, he elected not to try out. A new American swimmer emerged in these games, and he changed the course of the sport forever. His name, Mark Spitz. As is the case with my previous cousins that the club has met, like Jim Letton, Dan Monet, Dr. Donald N.Kearns. Our guest speaker also features that lone, lean, athletic, svelte frame, those clean lines that are also dominant among my male family members. What? Donald's father, my Uncle Billy, was employed by the Standard Oil Company in Baton Rouge. On one occasion, when Donald was about 9 years old, their family was transferred to Bombay, India. And so the whole family moved to India for 18 months. In 1955, when the project was over, the family returned home, crossing the Atlantic from India as first-class passengers aboard the SS United States. Aboard ship one day, Donald made his way to a small 10-seat or so movie theater. He describes a stunningly gorgeous, impeccably dressed lady who entered the theater and sat next to him. She began to make casual, friendly conversation. A short time later, she was joined by her husband, a tall, well-dressed, dashingly handsome young man. And as this gentleman took his seat, he leaned over his wife to greet Donald. He said, "Hello, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Senator John Kennedy of Massachusetts, and this is my wife, Jackie. Donald earned a BA degree from Tulane, where he graduated among the top of his class. He received the Athletic Scholastic Award. His honors thesis at Tulane in 1968 was entitled The Politics of Change, a 120-page work exposing the political mechanics and power brokers that corrupted Jefferson Parish during the early 1950s and 1960s. His dissertation was far ahead of its time, and it's still cited today. After Tulane, he graduated with high honors from the LSU Law Center. He is fluent in French and attended the University of Paris at Sorbonne on scholarship. He enjoys playing the piano. Today, our guest speaker works as general counsel for Slidell Memorial Hospital. He is the visionary and the driving force behind St. Andrew's Village, a unique community, which is the topic of this program today. Fellow Rotarians and guests, please meet my cousin, N.Kearns.